911, what's your emergency?
My nieces Alexis and Sadie reminded me so much of my cousin Jennifer. Such personality. And then when little William was born, she knew her family was complete.
From day one, Gregory was such a devoted father. He was devoted to Jennifer too, and I was so proud of him. And those grandkids, they brought me such absolute joy. Sadie just started 3rd grade, and William started 1st grade. I remember him telling me he was so excited on his first day of school, and I can't believe I'll never see him or Sadie again.
Pima County 911, what's your emergency?
I've seen a lot of cases in my day, but this was hands down one of the worst scenes I have ever walked into. There was blood everywhere. And as I approached the bedroom, an officer ran out looking like he was going to be sick. Even that wasn't warning enough for what I would find. There were the bodies of 2 children, both brutally slain. A 6-year-old boy and an 8-year-old girl. You know, we all learn early on that this is a job where you have to detach and put your feelings aside. But for an instant, in that moment, I couldn't help but see my own kids' faces on those bodies, and I knew right then and there that I had to catch the monster that did this.
Who killed them?
I don't know. But he attacked my other daughter and me too.
The children's mother was at the scene with some knife injuries to her neck and arms. And another daughter, aged 10, had also suffered knife injuries. They were taken to the hospital.
It was one of those cases that really shook the community. I mean, things like this just don't happen in Oro Valley. So now they find out there's this child murdering lunatic just running loose in the neighborhood. If it could happen to this family, I mean, was anybody really safe?
Thank you.
Of course. Now I'm going to need to ask you some questions about what happened yesterday. Can you walk me through from the beginning? Take your time.
On November 17th, the morning Miss Reed was released from the hospital, we asked to have her come in so we can get her account of the attack that day before.
I was in my bedroom getting changed when I suddenly heard my kids screaming.
Do you know what time that was?
I don't know, around 5:30 or so.
And then what happened?
I ran to their room to see a man with a knife attacking them.
Can you describe him?
He was wearing all black and...
And what else? How about his ethnicity?
I don't know.
Watching that interview, we thought she was still in shock, understandably so.
How about his height or any features you remember? Ms. Reed, do you know who this man was?
It appeared that the 2 children had both sustained knife wounds as well as gunshot wounds. Our preliminary search of the apartment did not reveal any murder weapons. Presumably, the attacker took them with him when he fled.
I think he was there to rob us. When he saw me, he started stabbing the kids.
Which kids?
William and Sadie.
Where was Alexis?
I don't know. I tried to stop him and grab the knife from him, but then he pulled out a gun. William screamed and he shot him. He shot him. And then he shot Sadie too. That's when Alexis came in. He went right to her and started stabbing her. Can I see her?
See who?
Alexis! Can I see her? She must be so scared and confused.
So we had our team canvass the area and talk to the neighbors, asking them if they saw any man matching Miss Reed's description. No one had.
A robbery? These kids were both shot and stabbed, and then nothing was taken from them. What kind of burglar does that?
There was a moment in that first interview with Miss Reed that gave us pause.
Miss Reed, do you know the man who did this?
We obviously had to question whether Mr. Hall was involved. Everyone we talked to said he was a straightforward, responsible guy. He had a respected job with the school district, he paid all his bills on time, and showed up for his children. But watching Miss Reed's physical response to that questioning, I started to wonder if Mr. Hall was really as upstanding as his reputation would have us believe.
Honestly, it was kind of a surprise to me when she told me that they were filing for divorce. She told me Greg asked for it, and she didn't want to fight him on it anymore. And the hardest part for Jennifer was the kids. She wanted full custody, but Greg was fighting her on that.
Jennifer was making it harder and harder for Greg to be able to spend any time with his children. Everything was on her terms, her schedule, and I know it frustrated him.
Jennifer had been awarded custody of the kids, and Greg got weekend visitation rights. He was paying child support and alimony, and I don't think he felt it was fair.
Jennifer said Greg had a temper to him, and I hadn't really seen it before. Jennifer used to joke that it was exclusively for her because we all said he didn't seem like the type to have a temper. But I think it came out mostly after the divorce. He was one of those bottlers, you know, they bottle it all up and they stay quiet and calm until all of a sudden they just explode.